are going to be a lot of people, though, but we are live. I mean, Reese is here. M.A. the Gray is here.
Look what I've got as well.
Ooh, wonderful world, Lenormand. Ooh,
Wonderful World of Gilda Lenormand, and that's from our lovely Reese. That came the other day, and it's so fab. Reese, there's actually a there was a company in the UK, and they used to do these really saucy postcards called Bamforth.
I do know them. Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
remember them, Levi? And they used to have like a really like inappropriate looking lady on there and some like kind of like inappropriate comment. And these remind me so much of the Bamforth postcards.
They
And
were so much fun, honestly.
they are gorgeous. Honestly, they're so cool. And I love them. And the extra cards in there are fab as well. So expect to see spread from the cards very, very soon.
Yeah.
Um, and Reese, wait, you picked the most incredible card stock, bitch. And just look at this son, he's so happy. Look at that Levi.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, I do like that a lot.
Yeah, it's
I like
nice.
the
It's
font
really
choice
cute.
as well. Hey, B is here as well.
Hey B, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link later, Reese, to the Bamforth. It's Bamforth Bamforth postcards, and that was really prominent here in the 70s and
Yeah,
80s.
yeah. And didn't they have like really rude stuff on the cards? Like,
Very rude, yeah, yeah. You couldn't get away with it now. You know what I mean?
well,
I now
we could.
we could because I'm very inappropriate. Um, so like we've come on to kind of discuss. Oh my God, this has been a journey. It's been ongoing.
It's kind of a universal journey, Martin, because I've been seeing a lot of people doing this ever since we posted the ad for our live.
Yeah, yeah. It needed to be done, and with me, it was because mainly I think I'd started hoarding everything because of the place I was in. I wasn't in a very good place mentally, as you are aware of that. Um, and my story started really with the redecoration of the room I'm sitting in now, and it
Look at how
was.
gorgeous Martin's room looks,
And
guys.
it's just so lovely. I wish I could show you all. Right, hang on, I've got to get rid of all that. Hang on, there's the bookcases are no longer cluttered. I've got like the shelves all behind me. It's all very vintage going on. And I absolutely love it, and I can feel like I can breathe. And mine started, I think me and Levi started the same time, and we didn't know either of us was doing it until we
No.
mentioned it. And basically what we've done is complete. I've had a complete purge of decks and books and ornaments and shit and everything you can think of, and I've give a lot to charity, and I've give some to the recycling because they'll get recycled into something obviously useful. And I've got 2 boxes ready for sale, and Levi, you tell them what you've done as well.
Well, so I wasn't necessarily in a deck cull state of mind per se, but I sorted all my decks according to category, whereas the kimonos, guys, well, the kimono only comes out on the weekends, love.
Yes.
I wasn't necessarily, but I did like sort all my decks in these tubs and crates, and I was like, wow, that's quite a lot of crates. And
Yeah.
I had to buy more crates and more crates, and I was like, it feels weird. And then I sort of got fed up with all those fucking annoying Llewellyn decks with the huge boxes
That's what I threw out. I threw out all the boxes.
and then I started filming my whole collection, box by box. And as I was going through it, I was like, why do I even have these? I don't even know why I have them. Like Oracle decks, I love rotating them, switching them up, using different ones every other day, discovering new ones. But honestly, if I'm really honest, and tarot deck lovers are gonna hate me now, but I don't get different readings from different tarot decks. That's not how that works for me.
Neither me. With an oracle deck, if it's normally themed, so depending, I think it reflects on your mood. I've been using the Roots and Wings oracle, and then sometimes I use the one that Danny gifted me for my birthday, which is Wisdom. I can never think of the name. Hang on. Wisdom of the Shadow. I used that a lot when I was in like a kind of a funky period.
Yeah.
And you say it's like something different every day. With the tarot, yeah, you get 78 different illustrations, but it's all the same. Um,
Kind of. I mean, and I was filming and I was filming and I was like, why do I? And I still feel like I have a lot, but especially with the more like basic ones where it's very Rider Waite Smithian.
yeah,
If I already have the Rider Waite Smith, so I don't need 100 of those types of decks,
it's
basically.
right, and I'll tell you something else, what I've realized as well, since you know, having that terrible time myself when I was with you in London, and I knew there was something fundamentally wrong, and then obviously coming back home and then having this massive change going on. um I thought, why have I got this? Why have I got this deck? Why did I buy this deck? um and you think, well, I'm never going to use it. And I'll tell you what else I did as well, because my theme has always been quite dark, aesthetically. I was kind of doing it for everyone else, and I wasn't doing it for me, because I want to post with decks like this from the beautiful Vicky. I want
Yeah.
to use decks like this because I love decks like this. I love pretty and modern and funky. And why shouldn't I use these decks on my feed? Why should I always like stuff? And I think really using all these dark decks and being in this dark space, it affected my mood. And I had to like kind of think, right, that's it. I'm gonna have to get rid of at least 70% of my collection to just get out of it, Levi.
It's so funny you should say this because that is what does interest me in deck collecting, and that is the art. So
Yeah.
I could act very practical about things and say, oh, I use this deck specifically for these types of readings and that deck for those types of readings when it comes to tarot, but I really don't.
No,
And
neither do I.
but I do like art, and I do believe that art has an influence on us. So when we're
It does, definitely.
constantly,
Most definitely. Hi, Sandra. It really does. I mean, because if you're particularly in that like frame of mind where you're using like dark, say for instance, like the Goetia Tarot, and decks like occult, really heavily occult based decks,
yeah.
um, your kind of mood's going to be like kind of pulled down with that kind of vibe. And I don't want to always. It's nice, obviously, to do the work and the shadow work, what people call it, and stuff. But it's not good to stay in that place all the time. And I think we need that, that like kind of balance where we use both the light and the dark decks.
Someone commented on MA's video lately that they don't need any shadow work decks because that shadow crap follows everywhere, no matter what deck. Yes.
True, that is, yeah. Follows me around summer fucking shoulder now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I just thought, why should I keep doing? I'm the first to say, you do what you want to do. Don't care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always like, I kind of stuck to this like tried and tested formula by picking all the darker decks, because I know people love to connect with like that kind of like smoke and mirrors and the darkness of the tarot. And some people don't even think that the tarot's a tarot deck if it's done with unicorns and things like that, but it is.
Well,
It still is. It's just got a
yeah.
different vibe, isn't it?
You know, and I think this is a very like neat and brave thing of you to say. Like, we could very well act like we don't care what the other people think of us, but sometimes it does kind of affect you a little bit,
Yeah, I suppose it does. I mean, I'm very vocal, as you know. I mean, I don't genuinely, honestly, and do not care whether people like me or not. But I do like to kind of get on with people.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I don't like to have like enemies or upsetting people. Um, but I do think it's important as well to retain your own integrity. And I thought, well, my integrity is going a little bit, because I'm doing things for everyone else, and I'm not doing because I want to do it anymore. And so, I have got I've got decks like this that nobody would probably think I had. And I love it. I've been using it for years, and it's the Vessel Oracle. Um,
Such a good deck,
it's
honestly.
gorgeous, and this is the kind of thing that I like, deep down. So, expect to see a lot more of that from me. I'm not saying that all my decks are I've got rid of them dark decks. They're not. But it's just like duplicates, or something very similar to something else. And you're thinking, well, I don't
Yeah.
need to do the same. And so, and the books as well, Levi, honestly, my bookcase has been cut down by 2/3, and that
Can
includes the
we like send something out into the universe about tarot books,
but they're
please?
basically all the same.
Yeah, can we please? And this is a message for Mary K. Greer of Llewellyn Publishing. Let's make this personal. If I see one more book released purely aimed at beginner readers, that's basically just all the card meanings and a page full of the pictures of a card, I'm going to lose my damn mind. How
Yeah,
many more books do we need that explain what the cards mean from
you
this?
don't. It's all online anyway. Or if you watch Tarot Tube, you can learn better off a person by watching a video than you can absorbing it through a book.
I honestly learned tarot online, the best. Like honestly, I did. And then
Well,
I did have some books, but once you like, they're not fun books to read. They're just reference books.
they're very dry. There's no humour in half of them. And I'll tell you what I did, and people are just going to be so shocked now. You know what? I just thought this is going in the bin. That Rachel Pollock, 78 Degrees of Wisdom, went in my recycling
Oh,
bin.
I never liked that. Never liked that at all.
It's so dry and academic. There's no fun in it. It's so serious. It's all very kind of like, I don't know. It's all very flat to me. And I had my copy for years. I did, but I thought, you know what? I don't need it anymore. I don't need none of this shit around me anymore. I've kept a brilliant book by Corinne Kenner called Tarot and Astrology. That's absolutely brilliant. And obviously, the big Llewellyn books where it's got the tarot correspondences and things
Yeah,
like.
which are actually like that's the only book you need. I wonder
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you need to have 20 different versions of the same book,
You don't.
essentially.
I recycle my kitchen table tarot. All sorts of books that I've got, like Tarot Spreads by Barbara Moore. It was one of the most dreadful books I've ever seen. And that's gone in the recycling as well. And I feel so free and liberated now,
Yeah.
because not only I've got rid of all the shit and decorated, I feel lighter. That all this crap's not staring me in the face. And when you're sport for choice, and we literally were,
Yeah.
it's not always a good thing.
No.
Because with less, you tend to appreciate what you've got more.
Yeah, I mean, and I went through my all my crates, and I was like, there was even one video, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, where I've been uh I don't really edit my videos that heavily usually.
I never
And
do.
I had to edit that crap out of that because I got, when Martyn and I have gone through some stuff with some creators, you know, and all those decks, I didn't even know I still had them, some of them, because they were hidden behind a row of books in a secret little crate. And I literally got emotional because of how crappy some people have been to both of us,
To both
actually.
of us, yeah, yeah,
And I was like, I need to rid myself of these decks,
yeah. I've
like,
done the same. Yeah, I've done exactly the same. With books by the people and decks by the people.
Yeah.
If something leaves a bad taste in my mouth, it never normally goes.
Yeah, I mean, I always try to separate with decks. It can be easier for me. For example, there's one deck that I once won in a giveaway, and I'm not gonna name and shame because they're actually quite all right. But so there was this giveaway, and I never used to win giveaways, and then I did win, and so I was really happy. And the creator never sent it to me, and there were more people that had also won, and they started messaging me like, hey, did you get it yet? Did they contact you yet? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, like after 3 months, it was there.
Yeah,
Well, in that deck, I was like, I'm not going to rehome that because I actually quite liked playing with it again. But
yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of like weird crap like that where I'm like, meh.
I mean, somebody entered me into, it was Moran, I think, entered me into a competition early last year. And when you just play along and you think, I hope I don't win that, and I did. So I won not just the deck, I won the tarot deck, I won the Oracle matching Oracle deck as well. And it's possibly the worst deck I've ever had in my collection. Um, you know which one I mean. so, so that's ending up on eBay. So obviously I'm not going to mention, but if anybody does know my eBay username, like Sandra probably does, you will see which one I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
have some stuff.
awful.
I have some stuff that I kind of want to get rid of, but the thing is, most of it is like mass market stuff. Um, so I have this like thing right now where do you call it a job lot, Martin?
Job lot, yeah, that's what I do. I just list it in lots, yeah.
Where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pretty cool mass market decks for how much is that in pounds? How much is 160 euros in UK pounds?
They're 140 quid, isn't it?
About 114 quid. So that's not too expensive. And they're all in.
Levi, we've got somebody in the chat who wants us to like their hot photo here.
Ooh, fun. Can I like block them? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Blocking.
So yeah, it's just been like, I mean, I'm looking around now and my eyes are everywhere like they normally are because I know exactly where I've got, I know exactly where everything is. And it's nice. I mean, those Llewellyn boxes, right? They took up 2 shelves of my Billy bookcases, and I thought, what the fuck am I keeping empty boxes for? Because mine
I,
are in bags.
I
You
honestly wish they would go back to doing the
The
kits and
small,
small ones.
yeah.
Like,
It just used to be in a little box with a little guidebook, and the boxes are massive now with the magnetic clasp on. Who cares?
who cares?
Nobody does.
And people are going to be pissed, but their guidebooks are all so bad.
The
Like,
shit.
they'll get like either Lisa Robertson or what's that other hag's name? Mary Kay. No, not Mary. Yeah, Mary Kay Greer or Barbara Moore
Barbara Moore.
to write, and then they write down like a whole page of what we see in the card. And I'm like, I can already see what's in the card because I'm looking at it because it's in the spread on my table. So I
Exactly.
don't need you to tell me in writing that I'm looking at a mermaid who's bursting through the waves with her golden seashell, looking joyous and frivolous, ready for an adventure. Like I can see that.
It's
I
ridiculous.
don't. I don't.
Well,
And
I'll tell
then
you,
you have
like years ago, the Primordial Tarot by Lo Scarabeo.
yeah,
It used to be called Tarot of the Origins years ago, and it obviously wasn't a very good seller. Well, it's one of those Lo Scarabeo decks that it does. You are scratching your head thinking about what does that actually mean.
yeah.
So they released it and packaged it up as the Primordial Tarot, and then they actually got Barbara Moore to write the guidebook, and it completely ruined the whole fucking experience for me.
Yeah, like, and this is stuff that you can't like. All my hopes for ever getting published have now been thrown out the window because
Oh, well, I've
yeah,
been blocked by everybody, Haghouse, Kyle Gray, the fucking lot of them. Who cares? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because like I don't want to flick. I don't want to have to flick some woman at Llewellyn's bean in order to be published.
I wish somebody had flicked mine, love.
Yeah, same here. It's been a while. But someone just mentioned Sasha Graham. Yeah, that deck, that Darkwood Tarot, that's in that job lot, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Logan says, I wish Llewellyn would spend all that big box money and big book money on improving the card quality. Exactly. Why is the card stock so shit?
Yeah. Why is the because let's face it, the last like really good, interesting deck they did was probably the Shadowscapes. And that's gorgeous, detailed art that should be on bigger cards.
You
And it's
can't
still
see.
on those, it's too small.
It's ridiculous. And
Ridiculous.
Mel just said, now you've cleared all this shit. You got to stop buying this shit. Have you worked out what makes you trigger happy on the buy button? Yeah. Time for some honesty. Time for
Yeah.
like, with me, I think it's a void. I've got this big hole, Mel. That always needs filling.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
does.
Right. But like obviously never has kind of been filled. So I think with me, it's my state of mind at the time, the fear of missing out, maybe, or just the fact that boredom and you think you're gonna like it. I don't know.
Yeah, with me it is usually what is it? I'm very often triggered by art and atmosphere in a deck. And then, what the decks that I usually regret the most are very often tarot decks because most of them are like super Rider weight, Smith based, but I've
Yeah,
already
but why
got.
do you why do you buy? What makes you why aren't we say content with like I mean Alice, for instance, Alice Christ. Alice has been reading tarot forever.
Uh huh.
She said to me the other day and says she's got 20 decks.
Mm-hmm.
She's a tarot author for God's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's got 20 decks. Why has Alice got 20 decks and we've got 200 or 300?
Yeah.
It's
Well, I don't anymore, but
neither do I.
honestly haven't really bought a tarot deck in a while. Honestly, like the last ones I did were in London, I think.
Well, I did get that Life is Like a Board Game one from the charity shop in Glastonbury, and that's the only reason why I got it.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy. Oh, I did. I bought the what's it called? The new one by A House that I used the other day. Not A House, Rockpool. Mother. Oh,
Oh,
Levi.
that
What is
one,
it?
Medicine Woman
Medicine
Oracle.
Woman. Yeah, Medicine Woman. Yeah. And then obviously my treasured deck is the Brother of Tarot I had with you when I was in London. And I mostly have things sent me to review, don't I? And I've had the Norman decks from Logan and the one from Reese as well, yours. So
What I usually like when it comes to Oracle decks, I am a bit more trigger happy, but I have found in going through my collection that there are certain authors that I just know will deliver a good quality deck where there's just a bit more thought behind it than, ooh, we purchased the rights to this artist's back catalog, slap some keywords on them, and make up a guidebook to go with it.
it's
Because a lot of the, like, I think, for example, Blue Angel Publishing are guilty of this a lot, where
yeah,
they, especially with the Alana Fairchild decks, I gotta be honest, where they'll just go hunting for art and then have her write a cute little guidebook to go with it without any system or thought behind it. Can I say that?
you can say what you want because the video that I watched the other day that you sent me, it was just cringe. She has got
She has this new deck out. It looks stunning with all these gorgeous
oh, hi
mandalas.
Rach.
Hi. It looks really good with all these gorgeous mandalas, and then there is a number on the back of the card that is not that obvious, so it does look pretty cute. So it's not a double deck, and then you have to go into the guidebook to read her message. But
Of
this is
course
her
you
deck.
do.
Yeah, of course you do, because why would you want to have readers that have agency when you can have everybody be dependent on your writing, right?
Yeah.
But then the fun thing is, this is her deck, right? That she created. And she has to, and it was the most basic card with the flower of life symbol on there. And she had to go into her own guidebook to read the message from the guidebook. Like, at least show some integrity, man. Like,
I wonder how much input Alana Fairchild has in her decks then.
I mean, I don't know. She probably does write the books, but
Yeah, I know. It's if you did it with like apart from the indie creators, obviously, if you did it with most people who are mass market, unless there was previously indie, everybody would be the same.
I will give you one example of a deck that really, and this author really truly does it for me, and she's nice as well. Um, it's This is also coincidentally a Blue Angel release, but this wasn't taken from an artist's back catalog and just had some
Yeah,
keywords slapped on it. This is the Water Temple Oracle by Susie Cherub. She also has the Fairy Temple Oracle and the Star Temple Oracle. And what Susie does very well is, at first glance, her decks kind of look like standard Oracle decks a little bit, where it will have cute art and a keyword and or an affirmation or a phrase, just like any other Oracle card deck. Um, but she does so much research. Like in this guidebook, the deck has a suit system. There's tons of spreads for every suit. There's like an introductory, like couple paragraphs where it says the leading goddess of the suit, the supporting guides, the sacred water sites that belong to the suit, and she gives you like a little geographical rundown of where you can actually find them, which is really cool. The symbols featured in this suit, the archetype in this suit, and a ritual for this suit.
and
So
she's
that's
a lovely person to boot as well. She's a really lovely person.
and that's even before the card meanings get explained. But then you get your card write up, and you get the title and the key phrase of the keyword of the that are on the cards. But then you also get some extra words, some flow words, and you get this whole like oracle message and a whole chunk of information about that goddess or that site or that god, and it's just really, really, really good. Like, this is how you do an oracle deck, in my opinion. Honestly, like, really.
I might have to purchase. Jen, this is the cleanup after the Dexter episode. And Logan, look, I'll just show these to Levi earlier.
Oh,
Look, so I've got to place them on me switch after. There's another one as well. So they're just so gorgeous. Yeah, so yeah, this matches the room now. Look, I've gone back to my 5-year-old self. Um, it is.
and by the way, look at this.
Is that the card that you posted yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, this is such pretty art. Honestly, like, her decks are really, really, really good. You can use them straight out of the box if you want to, but if you wanted to do a deeper dive, there's so much like good quality in the gut. Honestly, Martin, you would kind of like this deck, I
Well, I
feel.
love the Star Temple Oracle because it reminds me very much of Xanadu.
Yeah, this is very similar. This has a
Yeah.
lot of Mother Mary imagery in there as well, which
Oh,
is
that's nice, and that's done it for me.
it's
Um,
honestly 100% worth. Uh, Look at this awesome like African deity as
oh, that's
well.
nice. Actually, you'll have to show me a flip through of the card. Do the flip
Yeah,
through, Levi, when you can.
yeah. Maybe I'll film a little review video after
Yeah,
this.
no, actually, I've got to do some reviews this week. Now I'm all sorted. I can go back to normal. That's nice, isn't it? That.
Yeah, like it's so full of information. And I found that I do like that decks like that. So decks that are usable yet also offer something that I can learn from. Those decks have the most longevity for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and me because I do love my Star Temple. I'm trying to think what like I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you what I did keep on to keep hold of. First of all, one thing I have got in front of me is Rachel's Wandering Moon Oracle. I've also got Danny's decks out still. I've got Reese's decks out. I've got Lennox's deck curated as well. Logan's. And it's the ones that kind of actually do have some meat, and yours obviously, but you knew that.
Yeah.
And a few of my indie decks, because a lot of the indie decks as well have been put up, and I've also got Jen's disassembled out. And I'll tell you what I have packed away is the Prairie Majesty Oracle, because I don't use it. You know.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I packed it away. I've kept all my Tarot de Marseille decks out, but like not many others. Have you got something to show me?
Someone's asking what those dolls are behind me.
Oh, they're just so fab. Look at them.
Aren't they the cutest?
They're just gorgeous, ain't they?
Yeah. I really like them. I like them so much. Yeah, this is, oh man, this is my little cabinet of curiosities, and I have the
What's
prettiest.
that there? Levi, what's that there that looks like a TV screen? I love that so much.
This is my Mother Mary statue. It was expensive as hell.
Look what I've got. I've kept all my statues out. But I've got that. What you got me from Spain? Look.
Oh, the Black Madonna one. Yes, I love
So
that.
I've got one in my room now. So, and my glow in the dark man. This is so funny, right? It always creeps me out, like, but I love it. Hang on, I'm going to have to show you what it does.
Show it.
Show it. It's just so fab. Look at that.
Oh, I love it.
Glow in the dark Mary, you know. So I like my stuff that I've got around me now. You know, it brings me joy. And I bought this beautiful statue from Glastonbury.
Oh yeah, that one was really.
Yeah.
What did you say about a statue that had something broken off or something like that?
Liam's, you know, the one that Liam made me.
Yeah.
I think that was made out of clay. Mary has had a glow up love, has been using Maybelline. As you know, made out of clay and the head broke off. But it was my thought, because who picks a statue up by the fucking head anyway?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, especially with that weight underneath the head, and considering the head's tiny.
I also got this.
Oh, you had that for the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, that was like something that you're going to have to use with the book, or you really have to study. But this is so much fun because it's so depressing.
Oh, well, I need it. Actually, I don't. Sandra, that was from the Goddess Temple gift shop. There's a few of them.
Let me pull you a card from this and just read you the message from the guidebook, because it's very 1700s fortune teller doom and gloom, which
fantastic.
Speaking of shadow work, this is when you want to do shadow work, this is the deck that you
is that when everybody had the plague? Oh, that was before, wasn't it?
That's before. So you got the Verso, which is the Aquarius card. Let's see what it says about that, because Verso is Aquarius in French. Let's see. It is kind of, oh yeah, Aquarius, the water bearer. Secluded from the world, this seashell with its graceful and well modulated curves pours out the clear, cool water which carries to all things the benign virtues of its fructifying and thirst-quenching effects, which men may sometimes abuse for their own sordid and selfish ends.
That figures.
Aquarius is warm, moist, mild, full-blooded, masculine, fixed, diurnal, and belongs to the airy element. It's an excellent card and represents goodness, fidelity, reason, honesty. This combination of virtues may often cause the consultant to be tricked and even overcome by evilly disposed people. It is also a sign of loneliness. It governs the thighs and legs and often causes varicose ulcers or phlebitis.
So I'm going to be moist with varicose veins on my fucking legs.
Yes. But isn't that like, I mean, is it something that I would use for a client in a reading? No, but it's really interesting. It's really really cool.
Leaky mail, yeah. You're tiny, just got it, knocked it on the head. Yeah, would you say to your clients, you're going to be moist, love, sitting there all day, but you're
Yeah.
going to have varicose veins, so you ain't going to be able to do anything about it?
By the way, another because there's also a lot of decanic stuff in here, so I had to think about that Oracle of Decans. Did you get rid of that or
Yeah,
not?
that's fine.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
did finish that 2 hour long podcast, and in the last like 15 minutes, he actually explains how to use the deck.
Oh God.
Too late, I guess.
Too little, too late. It's fucking gone in the recycling. I can't be done with that bullshit. Just it was just like, honestly, it's just madness. I just think, why do this? You do it for yourself, but don't bring it out and expect people to buy it like we fools did.
Well, I do have to say, I am a little bit done with artists creating decks. Like, fuck off. Pick a different Inktober challenge. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Moran, how rude. Look at that. Honestly, I thought I was browsing YouTube and saw the live and remembered it was Wednesday. He's supposed to be my best friend.
Exactly. Fuck off. But Danny was late as well, so
Well, Danny's always late. Fuck you.
no, but honestly, like, I mean, do what you want to do, but lately I have been gravitating more towards decks that maybe aren't the most aesthetically pleasing always, but have actual content in them rather than, uh, ooh, I can draw really cute cats. Let's draw 78 and pretend it's a tarot deck. I'm kind of over that shit. I always
I love
was.
Marcella Kroll's deck, the symbol one. I love that one so much. Um, and I like something like to see. This is why I love Oracle Berlin and things like that, because they're just symbols and just a little picture and the messages you get from them. And same with Lenormand as well. They're literal in your face.
Yeah,
So it
well,
still works for me.
I purely got this because I saw this in that tarot book and I was really intrigued by it, but I had no idea how to. I kind of wanted to make my own, just like I did with that Madame Delora one.
Yeah,
But then I saw this in the store and it was really reasonably priced. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try it out, and it's been fun playing with it and using it. So yeah, this is going in my little cartomancy basket.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's nice. Still need to sort out some baskets on the top where I'm going to get my cartomancy cards. I'm going to put all my Lenormand decks together. I want to do a shameless self plug now. Is that okay?
Of course, why not?
Very nice. Can you all join me on my channel? Because I'm doing a live with Alice Grist and Nikki Cotter.
Oh God, yes,
Alice
yeah,
is the artist. Nick is the artist. Alice is the creator. Well, it's a collaboration, and this is the Rebel Heart Tarot. As you can see it's still sealed because I've been told that I can't open it until tomorrow. Because it's going to be a live unboxing. Because I am the King of Cups in here. And I am so excited to open it and see, because I saw all the creation, because I know Alice really, really well. We've been friends for about 10 years, and Nikki's just adorable. So it's going to be 7 p.m. on my YouTube tomorrow night. Moran's had a copy of it.
Speaking of good tarot books, I really want to get into her Dirty and Divine
I
book.
love it. It's really
Be-
good.
That's more like a workbook where you kind of
Yeah.
journey through the cards, which is pretty cool.
Yes, Alice is just a lovely all-round person. I mean, what, one of my favorite decks is the Cosmic Mother. It's just so special to me.
The one she did with her
With
daughter.
yeah, years ago. And it's just gorgeous. And it's just one that I've always got by me. And I might not use it all the time, but I just love it so much. And
Yeah.
this one is going to be just lovely because the artist's super cool. So it'll be fun to see it out there. And I don't know who else has got a copy. Sandra, I think you give me your address, but Moran had his yesterday, so did I. So I don't know that the publisher's actually picked to send a copy to. So you'll have to just keep us all updated anyway. Your name was on there as well, so I don't know whether you'll have your copy.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't mention that I was going to get one, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I
You
mean,
probably will then if she mentioned that you was going to get one. Yeah.
you know what I've also really been enjoying? That female Archangel's Oracle.
Oh, you know what? It's so lovely, and I love the guidebook as well.
She's
I
very
like,
transparent about her,
she's
like,
really nice, isn't she? Actually, because I was watching some of her YouTube videos. Oh look, Sandra's had it and has done a walkthrough. Sorry,
ooh,
Sandra, I have been so behind because of the decorating, so I'm going to have a look. Thanks for doing the walkthrough. Um, Callista is just a lovely, lovely person, isn't she? I was looking at her videos and the way she is, so down to earth, and
yeah, and she was like so kind. I posted a picture with a deck of a friend of hers, and she had seen that, and she was like, "Oh, you take such pretty pictures. Do you also do reviews?" Because I'm coming out with a new deck, and that female Archangels one was already on my list anyway. So I was
really
like,
nice. So thanks for the recommendation. I'm really glad I got it.
it's a really good usable deck, and there's so much. Like that's also the thing with mass market Oracle decks that, like I said, are original and not consisting of some artist's back catalog and just some random keyword slapped on. Um, Especially when it's their first time being published, some of these authors like are bringing it, like her as well. This is her first Oracle deck. It's really, really well constructed,
It is.
honestly.
I was surprised, really. I thought, I mean, because a lot of the Oracle decks are aesthetically pretty, but that's where it ends. When you open the guidebook, you think, oh, what a piece of shit. What did I waste an hour reading
Yeah,
that?
like for
Yeah.
example, those Josephine Wall, Angela Hartfield decks. They're cute. They look really good, but
Really old art, that is.
and is it like it's not a cohesive thing?
No, no, it's not. No, it's really not. Another good one. Where did I put it? Right, another good one I had. I think when we come back from London, it's this one, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's the
Oh
herbal astrology deck.
yeah.
And I was quite surprised with this as well. This is a really cohesive system, and you learn so much, and the artwork's just incredible as well. So this is another like mass market. Was this like originally indie or something?
I don't know, but that creator, I feel like I don't know. Hay House is in such a weird position now. I did mention this in one of my own videos where they are very much split in two halves. One half is kind of contracting these new and cool indie creators, usually with Kickstarters that have been very successful, which
Yeah,
makes me kind of wary of backing things in the first place because most of the popular stuff gets released mass market nowadays anyways. So, and then the other half is still sort of pandering to this 45 years and older angel lady crowd.
yeah, they are. Now that like
So they're a little bit schizophrenic, right now.
Colette Baron nonsense and all that stuff.
Oh man, yeah, that
Yeah,
I got I got rid of a lot of Colette Baron Reed's later decks that I had.
I haven't got anything by her whatsoever now. Guess the back of the card before I pull you a card. If you guess the back, I'll pull you a card.
Guess the back. Guess the back. Ooh, that is what is that? What is that?
Guess
Oh,
the
that's
back.
the Ascension Tarot.
Yeah.
I could tell by the edging.
Yeah. Yeah, we can always tell things by a bit of cheeky edging, can't we?
The cheeky edging has never hurt anyone.
Right.
You're
Right.
such an edgelord, Martin.
I am an edge whore. I'm just a whore. You have got the devil.
Interesting.
Yes. So you have got the devil, Levi.
I love that devil.
I love that the way that Danny's put the chessboard there.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So yeah, there you go, Danny. A plug. This is one of my best friend's decks, by the way, for anybody who's just joined. And this is the Ascension Tarot. And at the moment, there's a sale if you go onto Danny's Instagram. There's a sale on this one and the Odin's Playbook Tarot.
They're
So,
both they're both really good decks. Like
yeah, well, this is one of
um
my special decks in it.
Yeah, like there's a lot of depth to them as well. Like
There is.
once again,
So
those are decks that add extra layers to it. And I have to say, like I said, I haven't really been buying that much. Honestly, I've been mostly obsessed with my damn own.
well, why wouldn't you be? I mean, you
It's the
entitled to
only
be
it's the
especially.
only the only deck I'll ever need, I think.
Well, you should get rid of them, all of them, and just keep your own. And another deck that I've kept out because it's another especially incredibly special deck is the one by Our Lovely Maeve,
Yeah.
and that's the Mystic Midnight Oracle.
Like, oh man, honestly, like she's been so brave for releasing and printing a deck like that with that quality
I
without
know.
Kickstarter. Like she really, really, really needs some love. And it's really affordable now too. Like
Yeah, it's gone down in price, and and it's a really workable deck, and it's kind of one of the astrology decks where you can actually, make sense of it. I ain't gonna name no names, but like some of them are a bit like fuck off, I just want to read, I don't want to read about astrology all day. So yeah, it's a nice one. Are you gonna pull me a card?
yes, of course. We may as well just do some readings for people if they want to.
Yeah, if somebody wants a reading, I'll do a reading as well. I'm gonna use Danny's deck actually tonight.
I'll be using Madame On.
You use your damn own. I ain't gonna do a Lenormand because you can't really do Singapore with a Lenormand.
Oh.
Right, okay, let me just get Danny's deck and right then, ladies. There's actually no gentleman in the room.
Well, there. No, there's not. This card is for you, Martin. You get the waning gibbous, so it's time for some introspection.
Well, I've been doing a lot of that lately, and that makes sense. I'm still kind of like, coming back out into the light again. I'll do B, you can do
Um,
um
no, no, no. Let me take the wheel a little bit. Let's do Igor first.
okay. Right then.
You're gonna do a tarot, and I'll add onto that with an
Or
oracle.
you have strength. So if there's been anything kind of like in your way at the moment, this just shows that you've got like the inner strength to overcome it. So this is all about movement. So you need to kind of rely on your inner strength a little bit to kind of get you more forward and get you like kind of like over any obstacles that are in the way.
This is so funny. So I have the hearth warm. What you need to kind of rekindle maybe that flame that lights that inner strength within. I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, get you a bitch.
yeah.
B for bitch.
Be a bitch. Right. Okay, B. You have got the Four of Wands. So
Ooh.
obviously, you know what this means. So what is kind of like happening. It's time to celebrate, let your hair down. And kind of like feel that security and stability you've actually got around you. Enjoy what you have, enjoy the people around you, and see what's going on.
So I've got this one, Moonwort, open. So, maybe you aren't really seeing what is there to celebrate. So you got to open yourself up. Like, it doesn't always have to be that big, extravagant. You can, like, celebrate the little victories as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Danielle wants a card, ladies.
Of course, bitch. Wait. Okay, Danny, you have out of your own deck, you have, and I can't fucking say, the Three of Cups.
Well,
Sorry. I
that
couldn't
makes
say.
sense for her.
Yeah, it does actually. So, Danny, be with the people who lift you up, and not drag you down. It's time to celebrate, but most of all, it's time to celebrate yourself, and just find the joy in your life at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. Ah, so you got the unicorn. Remember, so never forget who you really are in that sense. And when we talk about celebrating who you are, don't get caught up in other people's messiness. Celebrate you. Remember who you are, where you come from, and what you are worth. Never
And
forget.
that you are always good enough.
Yes, very much so. House of Hag.
Oh, lovely Mel. Okay, Mel, you have got the lovers. So this is all about making mindful choices and keeping the balance in things as well. It could also be a bit of steamy romance, but you never know. But like, I mean, try and keep the balance, maintain the status quo, and like make sure your choices come from your heart. That's what you need to do.
That's really interesting. I got Lavender Uplift. So you need to. So maybe maybe this time, Martin, it is a bit about love, and it is a bit about uplifting that love space in your life. Sometimes we can get a little bit busy, or a bit too caught up, or a bit too busy work, and we forget to either love ourselves or love our significant other. And it's time to put some attention to that.
Yeah, life gets in the way sometimes. Okay, lady girl, you can have one, Moran. You have got, my darling, you have got Ascension, which is the extra card from the
Ooh.
deck. So I see that is like, being lifted up. What kind of, it's all about, like, just because I've said this before, just because we can't see it, it doesn't mean to show it's, it's not there. Listen, look out for signs as well, and we'll do whatever lifts you up, makes you feel ascended as a person. So like, think outside the box. This is the way I always see that card.
Yes. Oh man, I love that. Bird's eye view, literally, of ha
Yeah.
complete.
Okay.
So ascension is also a form of like moving up towards the next level, right? So you've rounded off.
Judgment.
This level is done, and it's time to move on to the next. Definitely.
Was Judgment, Moran? Sorry, the
Yeah.
Ascension card was Judgment. So what's
Yeah.
the Danny? What's the extra card?
The extra card in Danny's Ascension Tarot is the Slut, and
The
it's a
hoe.
picture of you.
It's a picture of me, the hoe. Right, hang on. I can't. There's an extra card in here, isn't there? Oh, I don't know which one it is. Danny, just tell us. Steamy sex, I'll take it. Mel says. Lennox is here. Hi, Lennox. Anybody else? Oh yeah, Jen. I'd love
Yeah.
a call too if you have time. Of course we do. Right. Right then, Jen. Uh, unconditional love. That's the extra card.
Oh, there you
And
go.
you've got the moon, my dear. Right.
That's my
So,
favorite card in any of Danny's decks ever.
yeah, I love that card so much. You know yourself what this card means, but what does it mean to you at this moment in time? Is it about facing your fears or seeing through the illusions? So, that's entirely up to you to decide.
Well, I'm going to add this to your moon card. So we get the create card, the dragon energy card. And this is telling you to, moon is all about the dark side, the fears, the illusions, the insecurities. Keep creating and create from your heart space, you know, very important, important thing I wanted to mention to you. Let's see if we got.
Here's the card today from Danny's deck. It's gorgeous. I get confused on this bloody camera. On this, it's the other way around, isn't it? On a Mac. Of course, Logan. I didn't think you was going to ask, girl. Right. Okay. Card for the lovely Logan as well. We have. Right then, Logan. You have the Four of Swords, girl. So why don't you rest? Because I know that this card is really, really timely for Logan at this present moment in time. So there you go. You need to slow down. You need to do you for a while. You need to slow all that mental chatter down as well and get everything, all your thoughts organized back again. and until you're ready to move on, just slow down a bit.
I wonder what my Oracle deck has to say. So we got this one, the Stag Evolve, and this is really interesting actually because when you the reason why I put the Stag in here is because whenever um, stags always lose their antlers, and some people say that has to do with fighting. It does partially, but it's also like a hormone thing where they lose their antlers to only get stronger and bigger antlers back the year after. So in order for you to kind of get your antlers back, you kind of have to rest so you can evolve and move on into your next form. Like fucking Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. He had like 20 different forms. Same for you.
Yeah, it's all about the male losing his virility for a while, but storing it up again.
Well, it's what sometimes things need to be cut off at the root in order for, them to prosper more a little
But
bit.
love you, Danny. I'll speak to you later.
Yes, speak to you later, Danny.
Anybody else before we go? We've literally got a few minutes left. I haven't got any shout outs. Actually, I am waiting for things to come, but because our postal system is so fucked up, everything's like really, really delayed.
Same here, by the way, because I did have a deck coming in, actually by a British creator.
Oh,
Um,
you have?
Yeah, it's not from the UK. I did order it at tarot.nl. I'm actually going to share it because it's really pretty. I just don't know if it's a deck that, how do you say, not sure if it's a deck that has a lot of longevity to it, if you get what I'm saying. I kind of feel like it is more of an art deck, but I did really love the art. Let's see if I can put it up on the screen. I really hope I can.
I hope so.
I hope it works. Where the hell is it? Oh yeah, it's called the Heart's Eye Oracle. I don't know. Have you ever heard of that?
That blue and white one.
No, 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 no. I do still have that, but that's definitely on the chopping block as well.
Yeah, it's fucking vile.
A little bit.
The art's horrible.
I got it here. This one.
I haven't actually. No.
No, the screen is a bit big. Let me see if I can. Can you see it a bit better now?
Yeah, but I haven't seen it before.
So it's really pretty art.
Is that AI art?
No, it's real life art, and it's
That's
very
fine.
fairy esque and very cool looking.
Yeah,
It
it's nice actually. I like it.
seems to have good keywords. It's just that I don't know if it's one of those decks where you're like cute art, but
Yeah.
not a lot
How
of
many cards are in it?
what.
How many cards are in it?
40. So that's, oh, whoops, I need to stop sharing my screen. How do I do that?
Oh, there's that Pornhub tab up there. Look.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not a Pornhub tab at all. Who even still watches porn on their computer, Martin? Don't we have phones for that?
Oh, yeah, it's true, innit? Um, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see it to kind of make my mind up about it. And I'll tell you what else I did like and I don't like anymore is the new one by the people from the Amenti Oracle.
Yeah, did you see the flip through?
Yeah, I wasn't keen.
Same here. Like there's a lot of really cool, like I may still get it at some point if it drops down to 10 pounds, you know?
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I don't know because I've got everything around me at the minute. I mean, I hope I ain't coming back in 6 months' time and this room looks like a dreadful dungeon again, full of shit.
I kind of know what I do like right now and what I don't like, and I kind of want to stick to that. And what really helped me going through my collection was kind of also rediscovering what I had and actually made me
Yeah,
go, ooh, this is actually I need to get rid of all the clutter so I can use, because I still have tons of decks and so do you, but now I can finally use the decks that are actually good, but got
That's
kind of.
it. Yeah, yeah. That's the same with me because, like, I mean, there's a lot I want to use. I mean, I can't wait till tomorrow really because I'm going to like do a video tomorrow for YouTube. I've got like I'm a little bit behind.
A little bit.
Yeah, and I need to kind of like get myself out there again and try and get back to normal now and see what comes up. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want to planning on doing anyway.
I'm really, you know what? I'm really looking forward to filming to 2022 favorites video.
Oh yeah, I want to do that. Who started the hashtag? Because there's so many. Is it anybody or is it
I
from
don't know. I think everybody's just doing it. I saw Julie's over at Peekaboo Rose.
Tony said, do the only 10 mass market deck tab. Tony, can you send me all the links? All the tags because like I'm shit at this. I need a reminder.
10 mass market deck tag is going to be really easy for me because you know what's really funny? I did get rid of a lot of indie decks as well,
Yeah, I
especially
have as well.
the indie decks that are like I'm an artist, buy my shit.
Yeah, yeah, I have got rid of quite a few. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to the 10 mass market ones. To be honest with you, yeah, yeah, I found a master. You know where I found today, and I thought I'd lost it, and I honestly nearly cried tears of joy. And one of my 10 master. Can I say what it is now?
Well, you can name one of them.
Yeah, it's this one. It's one of my most favourite decks ever, and I've had it since it originally come out, and it's the Housewives Tarot.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that one.
and it matches my room now. So I need
That's
to.
actually a really cool one,
I love
honestly.
it, and I need a little pinny, So anybody who wants to make me a pinny with a frill round it, with some roses on the front, and one of them the land girl things from the 1940s, the scarf around their heads.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I want to blend him in my room, and I'll wear some bright red lipstick next week.
I actually just had to put some Blistex on because I have this really deep cut in my lip and it's disgusting.
Because you keep biting your lip.
I keep biting my lip. Yeah. Oh man.
I know, nasty. Anyway, we're over. So
Yeah.
we better go make a move. And you guys are brilliant. Thank you so much for joining
Yeah.
us.
And get rid of all the shit that doesn't serve you anymore.
Oh God.
Put it on eBay or just sell it or give it away for all I care.
Yeah, just get rid of your shit. I've learned it's not good for my mental health anyway. Being surrounded by shit, I
No.
feel 10 times better now. So
I'm always gonna love things, and I'm never gonna do a no buy year or shit like that.
I couldn't do with that shit. You know what I
No,
mean?
I can get rid of shit a bit quicker if I'm when I'm over it.
Yeah, yeah. It's all right rotating your shit in it. Selling to buy, sell to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, thank you, everybody. I'll be on here tomorrow on my own channel, 7 o'clock with Alice and Nikki, with the Rebel Art Tarot. So I'll be to see you there. And I'll be back next week with a live with a lovely lady who has done the Elf Dance Tarot, Dance of the Elf Tarot.
And I'll be at home just flicking my bean all by myself.
Put your camera on, love. I'll watch you.
Anyways, love
Send me
you
the
guys
link.
so much. It
See you
was so much fun.
soon. See you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.